Welcome to my basic configuration controls for Windows 3.1. This is actually a lot of fun. Whatever my problem was at the end of my other video, I reinstalled everything from the beginning and somehow got it right, because Windows is actually going to come up. Yay! And it works. So basically, this was the first time that the icons were used, the GUI system, for computers for everyday users, which just really made this a whole lot simpler and a whole lot easier for people to work with. Of course, the classic games, you double click on the icons. The classic games that came with Windows 3.1 were Solitaire and Minesweeper. I believe those are still included in all new operating systems. You could make this window larger. That's the size that we have. Actually, what you see here on the gray is actual display size. So that would maximize your window, and that would minimize, or you could throw it down where it was before. Accessories. It had a lot of accessories. We'll open this up. A lot of the same things are still available. You could use a calculator. You could use card file and go to different cards where you could file and edit and make notes or addresses. This is throwing it down onto our desktop. Calendar. You could make a calendar and see what you could go ahead and write and edit for every day and go to the next day. So there's a lot of things that Windows really started at this point in time that they've carried on through the years because they know that people like them. So Notepad also. So it's kind of fun. Applications. There were several different things in here, a little more involved. I'm not totally sure. Oops, lost it there. What everything, and I was sort of afraid to go into it. The MS-DOS editor, I believe you can go into to actually go back to MS-DOS and do something like that. So we'll close that. But what I mostly wanted to get into here was the control panel. In your main menu, you have the control panel, which gives you access to change the configuration of your desktop and how you saw the windows that came up. So your desktop is here. You could change your pattern, edit the pattern to, if you wanted to, first you'd, here, cancel this. You would go into this and pick critters, and there's little things. You could hit OK and OK, and you would have little critters on the back here. There are various types. Or if you wanted to edit that pattern and make it different, like little Scotty dogs, you could hit OK and OK, and you have little Scotty dogs. So it was kind of fun. It was able to make people have computers that belonged to them and they were the way that they wanted to. You could also, in editor, change your font if you wanted to. It would give you the what it looked like, what the sample looked like. You could also remove fonts if you wanted to, or add fonts if you wanted to. So this gave a little bit more personality to what you were doing. And the colors. Way fun. This is the Windows default color program with the grays and the blues. But you could go ahead and try different things as often as you wanted to. That would change if you said OK. This gave you a whole new look to your screen. So this was a lot of fun for people. This was something that was different. You could also change this if you wanted to. Let's go like ocean. Okay. Or you could remove this, move that. Oh, we don't want to remove that. That's not what we want to do. Hit OK. Or if you wanted to change something, you could change and customize it. Like you liked the ocean, but you didn't want that background. So the desktop you could make dark blue and hit OK. And you can see we'll hit OK and our little, actually I guess that was black. So this was fairly easy to maneuver around in. Color palette, we're going to change that back to, let's see, let's make it light color. There's light color, and we'll see our Scotty dogs, I think. There. So you could make it any sort of color that you wanted to. It was a real people pleaser when it came to getting your own computer and making it yours. It was a lot of fun. I believe there was, you can do some sounds, drivers. This was a good one that you could add drivers if you needed to for things that you, programs that you needed to add them. I think you could change your tracking on your mouse if you wanted to change how fast you double clicked. This was also fun if you wanted to, your tracking speed, slow it down, hit mouse trails, and now you have a trailing cursor. Just another fun thing that they put into there where people could have fun and manipulate their computers. That was in the in here. Your print manager would probably be when you were working with something that you printed. Windows Setup, File Manager. You could take a look at that. You could see how your files were organized. The same system is still used up until about, well, Windows 7 actually has it, but it's a little more confusing to me than these basic ones. And here you have different files. You can see where they're at in Windows. If we were to go into this file, these are the files are there. So this is all basically the beginning of what we use today. So, and there you have it. Now if you didn't like all this, you wanted to go back, you can click your control panel down here, go into your color, go to color scheme, your Windows default, take care of that. We still have Scotty dogs, but it's good. Thank you.